I certainly understand what you're saying, Joe Mazzulla. Can you help a brother out and scheme something up to get him more aggressive going to the cup, get him in a rhythm, especially early and often in a closeout game, because that man knows how to close. Drew Holiday, a champion. So we agree there. I think you sort of left out, though, Drew Holiday has been an absolute defensive menace, George, in this series. He has been a menace really all year, but we're speaking about the Heat series here. He's been a menace in this series. I'll say this. This is why I say I'll take it a step further. I always found it fascinating that Drew Holiday got that contract extension. Two things. A, before Derek White did.
I'm fine with it.
Well, I thought, that's peculiar. Derek White, a guy who's been here, proven it. Not that he's not going to get his money. We assume that he will here. But I thought, Drew Holiday extension already, huh? But I think the reason they did that is because, and the timing, is to send the message to Drew Holiday, hey, when we get to the postseason, which we're in, when we get in big moments, you're the champ. You're the guy.
Yeah.
You're the guy that has to show these dudes how to get it done, because that's been our problem around here. Here's the bag now. We're invested in you. We brought you here for a reason, for this reason, and a Game 5 to put away an inferior Miami Heat team is exactly where you need Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you give him the bag. The timing I thought was peculiar, but this is why. The fact that he got it before Derek White was peculiar to me, but this is why. I think this is Drew Holiday's game. I do. And, in fact, George, if I'm right, Drew Holiday has a big Game 5. They put away the Heat. That's your closer. And I'm not saying we don't need a big game from Tatum. We do. I'm not saying we don't need support from Jaylen Brown for Tatum's big game. We do. We'll need moments. This is what Jaylen Brown does. He takes moments over in a game. We need that too. I'm not saying you don't need Kristaps Porzingis healthy. Of course you do to win a title. But I believe if Drew Holiday closes out the Heat in Game 5 and has a big game like I suspect he will, this is the closer, man. This is the guy. And by the way, when you're a champion and you're a point guard and you're beloved by your teammates already like Drew Holiday is, and you have the financial commitment, it doesn't necessarily have to be scoring. George, it could be late game, closeout scenarios moving forward with this team where it's not scoring per se.
Yeah.
He has the ball in his hands at the end of the game to make the right basketball decision, right? But that's still your closer. That's still the guy you have the ball in his hands and you're trusting to make the right championship play down the stretch. It's why he's here. It's why they committed financially, and I believe we see it tonight in Game 5.
It's also, too, with my approach on the Drew Holiday thing. I want him attacking on free throw line, too. There is the layered effect of losing a Kristaps Porzingis, what it does to your offense. Everything he does from the post, being a good passer, obviously how lethal your pick and roll has been. It's
Sure.
the best in the NBA. But if you want Drew Holiday attacking more, that takes out a 49% three-point shooter from deep, where he's found his spot in the corners. Now, given his three-point shooting hasn't been the same in the playoffs, there's just such a ripple effect with no Porzingis offensively.
Yep.
Does it change Drew's role? Yes, it does.
Sure.
How does it change Tatum's role? He'll be doing that from the post more now.
Yeah.
It does. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, more shots for them. But you lose KP. That's three guys in your big three that could get you 70 points any night.
Wow.
So where are you going to get those 15, 20 points you're losing with Porzingis? You have to find it another way. I get what you're saying with Drew Holiday and what he brings. Yeah, late in the game, I like him. Defensively, I love him too. But there's a lot of scoring, a lot that changes, and just he's a focal point of the offense. It is different with Kristaps Porzingis out there, and we're going to see it. And you're facing a coach, an Eric Spoelstra, that you know is going to come ready with his team.
All right, let's put a bow on all this before we move on to the Patriots. Bruins close out in Game 6, yes or no?
Yes.
Agreed.
I had to think about that one.
I know. I understand. I had to pause too, but we both agree.
Just imagine it gets to Game 7
I
and
know.
it's reverse.
I know.
Where you're riding with Swayman and you flip to Linus.
Oh, no, let's not go there. We said yes, close out, right? We're good. Celtics close out the Heat in Game 5.
Yeah, I'm more confident that the Heat
Me
suck.
too.
They
I
can't
think it's a
shoot.
blowout,
They
actually.
can't score. Yes.
I'm going convincing win.
Keep this in mind. The Celtics have won. Their wins in the series have come by an average of 18 points.
Right,
So, like,
right. And the one
I'm just talking
BS
big-
game the Heat won was an anomaly. They made
Yeah,
every
they had to do
three-pointer
historic.
known to man, right?
they can't shoot like that.
That's right.
It's just this Kristaps Porzingis is so big picture.
It is. It is.
It's finals ramifications.
It is.
Definitely.
Of course.
But it's also Eastern Conference Finals. Who
Yes.
knows what you draw?
yes. Amen.